like wrestling.
Hey everyone, welcome to the We Like Wrestling podcast. I'm Jared. I'm here with Justin.
Hey.
And Joe.
Yo.
Real quick fun fact. So we're gonna talk obviously about this weekend of wrestling. And this was it last week, as of this record, like Saturday, maybe.
For what?
It was up last week, yeah.
Yeah. Triple H.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was Saturday. It was like Friday or Thursday or something like
Triple
that.
H announced
It was
that
after we recorded the podcast. Yeah.
he is officially retired from in-ring.
Competition.
We'll see about that.
He obviously we all know he's had.
So was Brian and Edge.
Yeah, but this
And
is with his
Austin.
heart. So
Yeah, well, I got heart issues too. Fuck it.
we've all
Die in the
seen
ring.
and heard that he was having some health issues relating to his chest, his heart. So that's
Maybe he shouldn't have done so many steroids.
we'll get into that.
Is it steroids? Why his brow kept
So, fun fact for you relating to our topic. So we all know Triple H as one of the top guys throughout history of WWE.
No, I through the Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression. Let's not say history. He's nowhere close to when you think of history as like Macho Man Hogan, Savage, Warrior, Shawn, Brett. He's not there.
So
because even in Attitude Era, when you name the big ones, you're gonna say Austin and Rock. You're not gonna say Hunter. You're gonna say Undertaker first.
Yeah.
Let's not say history.
He has the fifth shortest title reign. Which might not seem like a big deal, but
World.
I don't know. I think I don't know. So No Mercy 2007. 2007.
Okay.
No Mercy. Triple H wrestled 3 times that night.
Who do you wrestle?
He started off the pay-per-view against Randy Orton. He defeated Randy Orton for the title in the first match of the night. And then he had a match with Umaga in his already scheduled singles match, which he won.
And then lost it too.
And then took on Orton
King Booker.
again in the main event.
Why?
Which Orton won.
What was the build to that? I don't remember. Because all those pay-per-views, that sounds like a TNA thing.
So
that sounds like TNA.
Triple H had
there.
3 matches. One of 11 minutes, one just over 6 minutes, which was Umaga. And then the main event, which was a 20-plus minute last man standing match. So 3 matches in one night. Did they not have anybody for that card?
Macho Man did better.
So he has the 5th shortest reign because of that night, which I didn't know because, again, when I think of Triple H.
Who's the shortest? Is it Brian Kendrick?
Do they consider that?
I don't know. I think so.
Or
They should.
I think the shortest is Andre.
Oh.
Because it was like 2 minutes after he won it, he quote unquote surrendered it.
And I know Ray
DiBiase.
Ray was one of the shortest ones because he won it in a tournament on Raw, and then John Cena cashed in or something. That's when Punk left, I think. Or they
Cena cashed in on Ray? No. Cena would have never cashed
I remember
in on
Cena.
Ray.
I remember
Del Rio.
No, I remember Cena beating Ray for
Del Rio
in the same night that Ray won it
on like a really quick win.
Yeah, because for the longest time they didn't acknowledge Andre's world title win.
Well, I acknowledge Brian Kendrick's win.
I think they should. I mean, if that's the rules of the match, was whoever got a pin,
you're
the champion until you get pinned.
All the people that won the title in that hardcore gauntlet battle royal thing, you know what I'm talking about, from like WrestleMania 18 or something.
Yeah,
they all consider them champions.
Right.
So fuck it. Brian Kendrick is the world champion. in my book.
Well, even in some of those old almanacs, there'd be things like Hardcore Holly was like Intercontinental Champ because he filled in for somebody, so they recognized him as, and he lost the belt to whoever, but they recognized him as the defending champion. So, like, why wouldn't Kendrick be recognized?
So I think Hunter's career in WWE will go down as, in 10 years, we'll talk about him being one of the greats of this era. But I don't think right now you can really. I think it's too new. His last match wasn't that long ago. I couldn't tell you what it was. Was it the Brothers of Destruction versus DX match?
No, I think his last match was with Randy Orton, actually.
No. The Randy Orton stuff happened before the Brothers of Destruction match.
No, I think that Saudi Arabia match was that bad that he wanted another match.
Oh,
so I think it was, or was it Batista Mania?
Well, it could have been, the "Give me what I want,
Yeah,
give me what I want" match. But starting off with a really shitty gimmick. I mean, we talk about this all the time, where some people just get shorthanded with gimmicks, and he evolved it into being an actual competitor. I hate the name. I always thought that's the worst name. Hunter Helmsley sounds good.
Well,
calling yourself Triple H
before
is
that
dumb.
In WCW he was terrorizing.
No, he was Jean-Paul Levesque. That was good. Terrorizing is a terrible name though.
Yes.
But was he in WCW with that? I thought that was before WCW.
That was WCW.
He was in WCW as Terrorizing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because I've seen actual pictures and stuff. That's when he was with the Blue Bloods.
The Blue Bloods would have been that was Jean-Paul Levesque. So this would have been him before Blue Bloods.
Well, the one picture I saw was like him, like dressed in. I think he was like next to Regal, and it said Terrorizing.
It might have been the first indication of them because he was, the aristocrat.
Yeah.
But he's had some feuds with some of the best. A very storied career. I always talk about his return from the quad injuries, the cool vest and leather jacket.
And I liked him and Sean together in DX, but then when Sean had left and they kind of quote unquote kicked Sean out of DX, I think he really hit his stride as the leader of DX.
I agree. But I think DX almost held him back. They did the right thing by breaking him off of that group because he was only going to get as far as like intercontinental status with that. There was no breaking out star of that because there were too much comedy.
Yeah, that's true.
So breaking away from that and becoming a serious badass, that's when the whole sledgehammer thing starts, and he's aggressive now. He's not just cracking dick jokes all the time. So I think getting away from DX was DX got him there. I think getting out of DX got him higher.
My favorite era of Triple H is him and Stephanie, like
the McMahon Helmsley regime.
When he had that who did that song?
My Time.
Yeah.
That
was.
I liked My Time.
Yeah.
Let the truth set you free.
Because that was him and Foley. That was.
Oh yeah, that's
him and Jericho.
That will go down if in a list of maybe 20. I can put that on one of my top matches.
But even
from Royal Rumble,
that McMahon Helmsley regime, he still did like some funny stuff too. Because like that time, like he got caught with Trish, like showing her wrestling holds.
That was after he was already world champion. Though that was actually like the rebirth of him. That was after a 2-man power trip. So he came back he left as a heel.
Right. Yeah.
With the McMahon Helmsley thing. And then he came back right before Royal Rumble 2001.
I think he came back at 02.
02? No. Really?
Because 2000 was him and Foley.
You're right.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. 2000.
Because 2001 is WrestleMania 17. And that's him and Taker, the one that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And then that night they start the Helmsley, the 2-man power trip. So when he comes back, that's when the comedy kind of starts. That's like him and Kurt doing their comedy shit.
Because he came back with a jean jacket, the jeans, and because that was what him, Stone Cold, and Angle all like doing the Jimmy Crackcorn shit, and like with Kurt, Cowboy Hat singing.
Hunter wasn't around for that because that's what he was injured. Hunter wasn't around for the invasion. Hunter is injured during the invasion. That's
which is weird because you'd think he'd be a big part of that.
I mean,
maybe that's why him and Sting.
I was not talking about him and Sting. Got to put himself over one more time.
That's the final Barry of WCW.
I'm surprised he didn't put himself over Taker. I think he probably tried, and they told him, "Get the fuck out of here."
Huh. At least he's on better terms than Shane, which we'll get to.
Shane's on good terms now.
Apparently,
best in the world.
But Triple H is going to go down. I wouldn't be surprised if he's inducted next year by himself.
Oh, please don't.
Look at Taker.
No, because the Taker's not being inducted by himself.
Look how long it took.
No,
Taker.
I mean not by himself. I mean like just solo.
as a headliner.
But still, look how long it took them to finally put Undertaker in the Hall of Fame. If you give it to Triple H the year after he retires, that's a big slap in the face to Undertaker.
Yeah, but then Taker just recently retired too, like last
officially,
year.
Technically.
Yeah.
But like Flair was still active. They could have gave it to Taker years ago.
Yeah.
But I think from the things I've always heard, like I think Taker said he didn't, and Vince both said they didn't want to put him in while he's still active. They would rather, because
like
I felt like it would kill that character, which is stupid because wrestling fans are smart enough to know, but that's how they viewed it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see it as killing his character.
I don't either, but apparently
and when he
did.
And when he returns on Saturday, so what? He'll have that one last match. So you want to just get into it? You want to just talk about it?
So I have the Mania.
Fucking bullshit.
I have
the Mania
card.
card. Okay, well, let's talk about the Mania card then. We'll save that for last. I fucking hate wrestling fans.
Okay, so
I hate the internet.
Probably not in order, but
well, yeah. There's no way to know. I know the only thing I know is that Owens and Stone
Austin
Cold
is supposed to be the main event on night one.
Yeah, they're closing night. Well, I wouldn't call it main event, but they're closing night one.
So Raw Women's Championship, which is Becky Lynch and Bianca, which their feud seems okay.
Yeah,
it should be pretty good.
She just cut Becky's hair.
Yeah.
So I think at Mania, probably Becky's going to get her hair.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm sure everybody's looking forward to this. Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios.
I am actually. It's fucking Miz. He can do no wrong.
But we'll save that for last. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin.
I don't care about that. I care more about Miz and Logan Paul than I do that. I think Miz and Logan Paul. Why don't you think that would be good? So what? It's Logan Paul. It's fucking Miz.
But like
Miz can do. Miz made Bad Bunny look amazing. This is 2 years in a row, huh? For Miz.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just realized that.
Yep. Yeah. And it's a celebrity.
He is the A-lister. You know, his whole thing is he's the celebrity.
I get WrestleMania
after being in the fucking Marine movies.
Big, but like, do you really need a celebrity?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
But this is the thing too this year too, because then you also have Sammy and Johnny Knoxville.
Well, you got 2 nights. You need 2 celebrities.
But okay.
Oh wait, you also have Rhonda.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Rhonda is a worker.
Or you can even say the Drew and Happy Corbin. But okay, your Intercontinental and US champs aren't on the main card.
Look,
I would much rather take one of them, either Sammy and, because those are just going to be a joke match. You could do that on a SmackDown or something.
You just gave Ricochet the IC title and you're having him lose.
They're big names though. This isn't.
No, I'm not saying they're not.
I think Johnny Knoxville has a brand new movie out. He's a legend. I mean, like we talked about before, the one thing that I took away from you guys going to SmackDown, I don't give a shit if Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes could have came back that night. I wouldn't have cared. But you got to see Johnny Knoxville live, and that pisses me off.
Well, but okay, and then that's the other thing though too. That's what I'm saying. Like if you do Johnny Knoxville on,
now you got the old heads.
like on a SmackDown, that would draw eyes.
Yeah,
which you've been losing. Yeah, but I mean, like to actually compete, like because all the other times it was just like a skit thing or something.
And now the Jackass movie has been out already for like a month, 2 months.
Yeah, so. And now it's just about to be on that Paramount Plus.
Yeah, so
and so I think they did actually really well with the celebrities. You got your old school guys are gonna look at it and go, "Oh, Johnny Knoxville, fucking loved him when I was a kid," and you've got your YouTube star and your influencer, whatever you want to call them. And he's an athlete. He boxes. The guy is not bad.
But what does he bring to the table?
Personality. Was he what?
What does he bring to the table? Like
those YouTube kids that watch him. He's talking about it on his show. Do you know how? Look up how many fucking subscribers he has.
I know.
Okay.
So Knoxville.
We said that you said the same shit last year about Bad Bunny, and look what happened.
No,
the fucking thing blew up. His T-shirt outsold everyone the next night.
I thought that was good on that part, but Knoxville is a fan of wrestling.
Obviously, so is Logan Paul.
But I don't know.
I'm hoping so, because that's the thing. Like with Bad Bunny and stuff, like I was kind of but when he got in there and he actually performed, and then I heard through the grapevine that like he took that shit serious.
He was
like
training.
He was training, in between,
Spanish people love wrestling.
Rehearsing
we love that
thing. So I appreciated that. Like he didn't look at it like a joke, because there's a lot of celebrities that do this shit and they look at it like a joke and a payday.
I think this is going to be better than what you're painting it to be for both guys.
I hope so too.
I think it will. I really do.
I don't mind the Sammy and Knoxville.
I think that the Sammy and Knoxville is going to turn into all the jackass guys running in
it's gonna
and
be
stuff.
Fun. But
so you're going to see Logan Sammy Paul, pitch Wee Man for distance.
I think Logan Paul is going to do really well.
I think so too. He's an athlete.
I also feel bad for Miz.
I don't. I think he's loving it.
You know what though? I don't feel bad for Miz, because that's a confidence thing that they want Miz to do that again.
This. Yeah.
They're saying that Miz, like, we trust you so much.
What more does he have to do?
Celebrities over.
I don't know. They fired Jomo, and then they're just like, oh, here.
But what more does Miz have to do? He's done it all. He has done it all. What more?
We can get
what does he have to do?
Quality matches out of him.
He's gonna give you a quality match. You don't remember that it's not him versus Logan Paul. It's him and Logan Paul versus Ray and Dominic. Dominic is also crap. So why aren't you giving Dominic shit?
I'm not a fan of. I don't think he should do the 619.
I don't think so either. I hate that he's playing off of his father's legacy.
Frog Splash, I can deal with.
Frog Splash is fine. You're paying homage. You can do.
And he gets height on that.
And from what I've seen, I didn't realize this, but his gear has all been based off of Hoovy.
Really?
Yeah. Or was it Psychosis? Shit. I think it's Psychosis.
Because him and Ray match a lot.
Yes, but the style of his gear is based off Hoovy. No, it's Psychosis. Sorry.
Psychosis,
yeah, it's Psychosis. And who
Ray
feuded with throughout Mexico and America. So it's a big homage to him.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think Dominic should do the 619.
I couldn't tell you what fucking Psychosis is. Did he do a 450 or something? 450?
I think
that was Hoovy.
No, he did a leg drop.
The Alabama Jam.
I know he does the Frog Splash for Eddie, but he gets height on that. That looks good. But the 619, I feel like he's a little too tall for that.
He is too tall for that.
It's after this Mania, I feel like they just need to, him and Ray won the tag titles.
What if he turns heel and starts becoming like this cocky asshole, almost like what Logan Paul is on his podcasts and shit? He's just this young cocky asshole, and maybe he even gets around with Miz, starts wearing the suits. I'm a fucking star, that type thing.
Yeah. I think Dominic can do well on his own if he gets away from the Rey Mysterio thing.
Depending on who he works with.
But they were talking about
maybe he'll be Seth's opponent
this past Monday with Dominic, because the week before Miz had stole Ray's mask, and they were saying about Ray wants Dominic to earn the right to wear a mask, and it's like, well, that's kind of dumb. Like, most luchadors, like, wearing the mask is like you wear that from the beginning. It's losing the mask. That's dishonorable. Deal, yeah.
But this is American wrestling. They don't care about that. WWE does not give a shit about that. They would have to really push for an American audience and American audience only. Like somebody that just watches WWE, they would have to really give a history and push why this would be important.
But don't you think like almost too, like it would be kind of dumb for him to go to wearing a mask after being without a mask for so long? Like when Ray came in, it was out of WCW, and he came in wearing the mask from the get-go.
Yeah, well, Ray did. Yeah, he also did though go from no mask to mask.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was from exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like that to me is kind of
WWE would put a mask on him just so they could sell masks.
Oh yeah, that's why they want to do that too. Yeah,
it sells merch.
So McIntyre and Corbin
don't care.
Yeah, don't care.
Have nothing to say about it. Somebody stole a sword.
Well, he just stole a sword this past week, but
okay.
yeah,
I don't care. You were the champion when there was no crowd. Go back to where you came from.
Yeah.
Next WrestleMania, he'll be in a 6-man tag with 3MB.
That's what a lot of people are saying,
and it sucks because he has talent, and it's just
I'm just joking. I didn't see it anywhere. I was just joking.
So then we have the SmackDown tag team, which is the Usos against Rick Boogs and Shinsuke.
Is it Boogs or Box?
Boogs. There's 2 O's.
Okay.
And Shinsuke.
And I don't care about that either.
Don't care.
And they're talking about how the Usos are the longest reigning. I thought that was New Day, or were they WWE on Raw?
I really don't.
I know they were the longest reigning tag team champions because I know they had passed Demolition.
Yeah, they passed Demolition, but I don't know. I really don't. I don't watch the product to know anything.
Titles in WWE are becoming
mean nothing.
Yeah,
they're a reason to have a match.
It's a reason to keep people.
Yeah,
because the Usos are like when it was Friday, they said like 252 days as tag team champs.
SmackDown champions.
And then we have SmackDown Women's Championship, Charlotte and Ronda. I don't care.
That might be all right, but yeah,
I don't know.
People are sick of Charlotte because since she's come to the main roster, she's always been in the title picture.
If this is the way to get her away, then that's fine.
And I've read that when Ronda came back, her attitude has sucked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And her promos are just terrible.
I haven't watched, so I don't know.
Her promos were never good to begin with.
Awful.
Her best match was with Hunter and Stephanie. Her and Angle.
That triple threat wasn't too bad. She got carried. So
yeah, I was gonna say she needed that. Yeah.
And then we have Stone Cold appearing on the KO show, which
will probably turn into something.
Yeah. Everybody's saying Austin looks great shape.
From what I understand, he had a ring at his ranch since last August.
Sure. I'm sure he has.
Mm-hmm. As of now, that's night 1, along with Seth.
So Seth is on night 1
as of now.
Okay. What's night 2?
We have title versus title, which is Roman and Brock for the 15th time.
That's the top. So
yeah. Edge and AJ, which could be
that's probably going to be the match of Mania.
That depends. So none of these, they're not doing cinematic matches anymore, correct? This is going to be a wrestling.
Well, no, because they have a crowd now.
Yeah, they can still put it on the screen, but hopefully they don't. I mean, we talked about it from like Edge's return. It was like Edge is a better heel.
Yeah.
Yes, we all popped for the return, and it was fun seeing him. Oh, thank you to the crowd again. But like Edge being heel is how Edge is supposed to be.
Although I will say, while I like the new song by Alter Bridge,
I didn't hear it.
I don't think it's a good fit.
Why doesn't he change it? He had Metaling. How do you say that?
Metalingus.
He had that as a heel. So why does that have to change?
So I think what would have been perfect,
maybe because they don't want that crowd to pop on the ear.
I think what would have been perfect for this heel gimmick, Brood music.
Yeah, but it wasn't his music.
Yeah,
that's Gangrel's music.
But I mean, he's playing that sadistic heel.
Yeah.
But this Alter Bridge song's a little bit darker, I guess, than Metalingus. So I guess that's why they're going with that, because it's supposed to be like a darker version.
Do you need to change your song though? Again, they probably want to stop the pop, but it's.
Is there any spot for a pop in this song, like where it's like like that, like? His Metalingus has like the and then it like do and then that's when the pop happens on this day. Yeah. So no, is there like a spot for this?
From what I've heard, it's like a slower pace, more like a brooding type.
I have
like Punk using AFI again, because that's really shitty. Like it's good for ROH and it was a great song. I love AFI, but it's not. It didn't get the crowd popping for Punk because there's no spot for a pop.
Right.
That's very important if you want that to. We don't talk about that. We can talk about Edge's music someday.
Well, same with Adam Cole. His starts with it's all about
having a spot for a pop.
Yeah.
Is a big deal. That glass breaking. Let's go.
Right.
Glass breaking is a big deal.
And you said in AFI that was from ROH. He had that the whole time in ROH, right?
I believe so.
So then that's why like the crowd's used to that music. Now he's had Cult of Personality, so like
right, and they fucking that's
now,
they hear the
now with the
the
opposite
right
thing
there.
though, like what we're just talking about, like with Edge, maybe that's what they want. Like we want to take that away.
Yeah,
we don't want you reacting like that. So like now we're gonna give you a new look.
Yeah,
it makes
sense.
So.
Yeah, it makes sense. It does.
Yeah. I haven't heard the entrance version of the song.
Yeah.
I just listened to the whole song.
Well, maybe I think this could come out as a good match. Could possibly, depending on what happens, could be match of the weekend. WWE's weekend.
Mm-hmm. Women's tag team, I don't care about.
What is it, like 4 teams now? Just a bunch of people thrown together?
So Queen Zelina and Carmella, who are the champions. Naomi and Sasha.
Okay.
Which that was supposed to be the original match.
Oh, and now.
And then they added Rhea and Liv.
Yeah.
And then Natalya and Shayna. So leading up to this Mania.
No established teams.
Yeah.
Even the tag champs aren't established.
Right, exactly.
Why have them? Why have the belts?
And now you just put Rhea with somebody else.
Yeah.
Her and Nikki they're falling out now. Liv's.
Where's Dewdrop?
But like
Dewdrop's nowhere on here.
Up until this Mania, Sasha is 0-6. When it was just the 2 teams, I was like, "Oh, cool! Sasha's gonna get a win, probably." Nope, not anymore. Honestly, it's probably gonna go to Rhea and Liv.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I do see them posted a lot.
Yeah,
and they do kind of almost match gears and stuff like that. So hopefully, if they do go that way, maybe they'll establish themselves and have a team name or something to try and make the division mean something.
Poor Shayna. Yeah. Shayna improved a lot. And obviously she proved herself in that women's chamber. We all enjoyed watching that. So Shayna can handle it on her own. I think she would be a great heel champion.
Yeah, she got that nice pop at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And I mean, say what you will, but even in TNA, like that's why I really liked when the Iconics were the women's tag team champs, because it was a team, and they complemented each other. It wasn't just like, okay, well, we ain't got nothing better for you two to do. Yeah. You're a team now. But they do that with guys too.
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, Gable and Otis are thrown together a team.
But they've actually
now
they've come together, and I actually really enjoy watching them.
They didn't get thrown together and then given a spot on WrestleMania.
Right. Yeah, that's true. You know? Which they're going to be speaking of them. They're coming up.
So Pat McAfee.
Oh, and Austin Theory. Fucking going to be awesome. That's right. So there's actually 3 celebrities.
Yeah.
4 if you still count Ronda as
I wouldn't count Pat because now he's technically part of the team.
He's a fan too.
But he is a celebrity.
Yeah.
And you could tell he's enjoying himself. I mean,
but again, he brings eyes. People love that podcast.
At SmackDown, when he came out, he was, doing a DX thing or shaking everybody's hands. And I mean, he said, Hershey, PA, it's great to be in you again.
Yeah.
It's like,
I loved Pat McAfee before. I remember when he came out after he retired, he came out to present the draft pick. And he was in Tennessee, and he knew he was going to get booed, and he was like, "Oh yeah, let me just tell you, my name's Pat McAfee. I was a punter. The Tennessee fans probably don't know me. I didn't punt much against you guys. That kind of stuff. Like he's good.
Funny,
he's funny as shit. Before he was in WWE,
his podcast is great too. He had Vince McMahon on his podcast.
Brock Lesnar breaking all of his shit.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar opened up a little bit. Vince opened up a little bit. Yeah. I mean, everybody loves Pat.
And you could tell too, even back when he first got involved with WWE back at NXT with the War Games thing, like you could see with his in-ring work, like he took it serious. And again, that's why I liked it. He didn't make it like a joke, like, "Oh, I'm gonna hide behind all my guys." And
no,
I'll come in and do the pin.
I think he's great. I think he's an athlete, so he's obviously he's working at it.
I don't think this match hurts anybody.
I don't either.
No, Austin Theory has a long way to go. He is going to be a big star,
and everybody already knows he has it.
Yeah,
just from that.
He's an asshole, so he's supposed to be getting beat up, like
taking the pictures.
Yeah, he does. He's an asshole.
Yeah,
He's how an asshole should be, not Ken Anderson.
And he was just recently brought up, and you're already going to be on the biggest.
He was brought up and did vignettes
card of the year
with Vince McMahon right away, and then put into that chamber match right away. Like,
I mean, he has the looks, he has the talent. I mean, it's.
But yeah, I'm thinking he's been on the main roster less than a year.
Yeah.
If Gargano was taller, that would be Gargano.
Yeah, definitely.
But he's not. He wasn't big enough for Vince.
Right.
But Theory is right there next to him. Like, he is of that caliber.
Yeah.
And that's probably why they put him with Gargano when they were down there.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is going to be a fun match for both of them.
Yeah. There are a few things. Like I said, I'm not going to watch Mania, but I will probably look stuff up on Instagram to see some of the things that happen.
I can tell you when to tune in for the matches.
With that match, do we? I get the feeling Theory's going to go over because I think Vince is going to come out and now it's a no holds barred and all this shit to kind of like skew it into Austin's favor.
What if this is where Shane McMahon comes back? My daddy sent me to help you.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
He is the best in the world. It's what the people want. People want Shane McMahon. People want to see him jump turnbuckle to turnbuckle.
And then we have Sami Zayn in Knoxville.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun.
Sammy's gonna sell his ass off.
They have both of those on the same night. That's weird because I feel like, man, unless we're underrating the McAfee match, it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be a straight up like match. That's weird to have those both on the same night. Because Logan Paul, that won't be like fun. Like, that'll just be a match. So like, you should have one of those as your comedy. I don't know.
Well, I think the one with Johnny Knoxville is going to be comedy,
right? But I also think the Pat McAfee one will be comedy, or at least somewhat comedy. I don't know. We'll see.
Then we also have
Omos and Bobby Lashley.
Not yet.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Raw tag team.
Oh yeah.
RK Bro, who are the champions, versus Street Profits versus Alpha Academy. I don't care. Good for Riddle and Orton, I guess, but like.
So essentially, they're RK Bros taking on two heel teams.
Oh, Street Profits heels.
They're kind of this past Monday. They kind of put it that way because they came in and jumped on them and all that.
I will say this: if Street Profits win,
good.
Orton's going to turn.
Maybe.
But Orton said,
if Street Profits win, I hope Bianca wins.
Yeah,
they can all be champions together.
What if
obviously
Bianca's Riddle's the one that turns?
Yeah, I mean, we all thought, back 2-3 years, I don't even fucking remember anymore. Miz and Shane, remember when they were a team? And everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Miz is turning on him. Miz is turning on him." Yeah, it wasn't.
But Orton said he's having the time of his life right now with Riddle. I mean, he got the hook up with weed.
Good. Yeah. Good.
Well, and it would make a lot of sense too if you do Riddle turns on him because Orton's kind of gotten soft, now I have a friend and all that.
And
shit.
Riddle needs that push.
Yeah.
Orton doesn't need anything. He's Miz. He's just still here to work.
Riddle has an MMA background. As a heel, he can turn to that.
I never really liked his MMA stuff, but it's whatever.
But he can use that in his heel gimmick,
Yeah, we got a lot of MMA people.
Yeah. Lashley and Omos.
Who cares?
Next.
That's going to be a throwaway match.
Who cares?
That's it for that card.
All right, so we are at. That's not going to be closing. Well, obviously we skipped.
Yeah. So Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Obviously he went to Vince's office.
Surfed on his desk. It was actually kind of annoying, but I get it. It's supposed to be annoying. I watched the video. I was like, fucking shut up.
So Vince told Seth he will be a part of Mania, but Vince will have an opponent for him. Now, the options.
No, there are many options.
Shane.
No, that's the one that could be used.
Shane's going to be at Mania, whether he's going to be competing or not.
That's what the internet. Stop talking in absolutes. I hate when you do that. Do not say he's going to. We don't know shit. We are not there. We're in Pennsylvania. We are not in Dallas.
Yeah.
We don't know anything. He is rumored that he has been called back to work.
Obviously, another rumor is Cody.
Cody Rhodes is the biggest rumor.
Or
Elton Prince, or what was some of the other ones? Bono Jackson, Aretha Morissette, and
Madonna Jackson.
Madonna Presley.
Oh yeah.
I saw
which is fucking.
I saw
so
one
stupid.
on Facebook that was funny, and I was like, yeah, that would be pretty good. Rollins is standing in the ring, and then you hear, "I come from money," and it's DiBiase Jr.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. I don't know his theme song. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know Sold You There. I had no idea what you're talking about.
rumor is that the Elton Prince is gonna be Gable Stevenson.
Who the fuck is? Oh, that's the
Olympic guy.
Olympic guy. Okay.
I really hope it's not. I mean, the names
I
are
hate
terrible.
all of those
but
names.
I really hope it's not a repackage.
Yeah. So back
But-
to
so-
Rollins.
so-
There's really only one option that it can be, and that's you're going 1-on-1, holla 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 with the Undertaker. Teddy Long has to come out though and say it. It can't be anybody else.
That'd be cool. I think.
Now
that'd get
wait a minute,
pop.
playa. I know you got a match scheduled for WrestleMania, but I got one better for you.
Or, well, you just said it too with what you just said there, 1-on-1, The Rock.
That's a lot of people think that Roman Reigns wins
Well,
both
that's-
belts up, and if you smell
Well, see, that's what I was just gonna say. It's funny that you said that. That's why I say Rollins takes on Rock. The next night, Roman goes over.
no,
wins
that's they're both
belts.
on. Oh yeah, you did say Rollins on night one.
Yeah.
The next night, Roman goes over, Rock comes out, and they could do like they did for Cena. You and I next year, WrestleMania.
It
If
could
you're
be
still
Cena
the champ,
too.
you know.
Could be Cena too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Ciampa.
I said that because he said his last NXT match was
Yeah.
What actually brought to me, that's actually the best option. I'd like to
So-
see that.
We're all getting tired of Cody rumors, but I want to go back to an interview that he did a while ago when AEW first
This
started.
isn't about Cody Rhodes. This is about Seth freaking
I know.
Rollins.
He said he has something planned.
It's going to be Dean Ambrose.
He said
It's
he
going
has.
to be Biggie Langston.
He said he
The
has
neck
something
injury was
planned.
work.
For,
Could be Benoit.
for AEW that hasn't been done in a while.
It's Vader. Vader.
I'll be Vader.
After-
We'll get to hear his
After-
speech.
After his speech at the Hall of Fame that Nikki Bella is very eager to hear, he's gonna show up and wrestle Seth Rollins. I don't want to talk about Cody. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about Cody. Go ahead, say whatever the fuck you have.
So there's been a lot of back and forth, all these dirt sheets and stuff. Oh, Cody's going to be at Mania. Oh, but Cody's going to be in AEW. In an interview a while ago, when AEW first started, I want to say within the first year, he said he has something big planned for AEW that hasn't been done in a while, and he's going to do it right. A lot of people thought that would be a stable, where much like the current situation, he's no longer employed, and then he comes back with a
I
bunch
think
of.
he was probably talking about the open door policy. That they are partnering with so many other organizations and bringing in a lot of one-offs.
Either way, I enjoy Cody, but
So-
I'm not like.
If AEW / ROH wants to let the sales out of WWE or let the wind out of their sails, Friday at Supercard of Honor, Cody shows up. You just fucked everybody thinking
Yeah.
if it's not Cody showing up at WWE,
So
that you just fucked everybody thinking it's gonna be Cody.
speaking of ROH, Tony Khan said he has something big planned for ROH.
Okay, Cody Khan has everything big planned for everything. One of his announcements was the Big Show. Shut the fuck up.
But a lot of people are speculating that it's going to be Joe.
That would be great. I'd love that. Well,
if Joe shows up on ROH,
so
yeah. Whether that's a GM or as a worker, but
Nigel should go there. He does not work for WWE anymore, right?
I don't think so.
What if
Or is he still in UK?
I don't know.
so? You know, with the whole speculation of Cody being the guy and all that. Now I don't know who they could have do it. Almost anybody, Joe or whatever. What if you have Cody's old theme hit, but somebody completely different comes out? You know,
Veer.
you get the
Technically, he just said he's showing up on Raw on April 4th or whatever day. it
Right.
is.
Yeah.
He can show up at Mania, not be on
This
Raw.
is true.
But it's going to be Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon's going to come out and he's going to say, "You got a match
Or-
with," and here comes Veer
I really hope it's not
on a
Vince.
golf cart because he's going to be like, "Yeah, he was fucking walking, so we had to pick him up in a golf
What?
cart." Dude.
You just
Take
said
it
it right
forever.
there, like what I just said. You have Cody's old theme hit, and then it's Shane that walks out
Yeah.
instead of Cody.
Yeah.
I hope it's not
Get
Vince.
that pop ever, yeah, and then
No, I'll say what if Cody shows up, I hope he keeps that theme. His
current one.
What's it? I forget what it's called, but
Kingdom?
I like it. Kingdom, yes.
Yeah.
By Downstate.
I really like it, actually.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I just really...
Yeah, but WWE pay... Well, they did for Cult of Personality.
They pay for Cult of Personality. They pay for all these Edge songs.
If Cody owns the rights... not the rights, but...
But that song was written for Cody.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
it was written for Cody. Oh, yeah, listen to the fucking lyrics. It literally can't be written for anyone else.
Same with Cardona. Downstate did a song.
It could be Cardona.
Yeah.
It could be Danhausen.
Yeah. No, I mean the song.
No, it could be Cardona. Fuck it. Who knows? He's a belt collector now. He's coming back to WWE.
I know I'm going to be disappointed, but I want to watch just to see who it is.
Walk with Elias.
That's true too. They wanted to repackage him.
Yep. I'll tell you, dude. Fucking is gonna hit. Everybody's gonna go, "Oh, fuck you."
Everybody wants to be Cody. I don't know why.
No. I don't know why either. I mean, if it is, fine, whatever. I don't care. But
it's going to be I Walk Alone.
Batista? Maybe. I honestly tried to think of what like storyline would they have of this person coming back or coming to face Seth Rollins. I can't think of a good Seth Rollins one.
Yeah.
Except for, like Braun Breaker. I'm coming up and I'm going to face you. I was the new face of NXT 2.0. You were the first NXT champion, black and gold champion. So, especially if he loses. But if he loses, then that hurts him coming on the main roster the next night.
Right.
Yeah. Or that same night, actually. It would be the same night.
I'm just trying to think of who Vince would be like.
He fucking... Gary Stridham. Wow. He was part of the World Bodybuilding Federation.
You know what? Jinder hasn't been on in a while.
Fucking Jinder. Yeah. Well,
I'm just trying to think of people like I don't know. He has me intrigued. I will say that, but I'm gonna be disappointed.
It's intriguing, but it's not enough to still. It's still not enough to make me want to watch.
I'll watch it. It's night. I know
you will. I might watch night 2 just to see. Like the Knoxville match is night 2, you said.
I'm really thinking about getting ROH.
I can't come for ROH, sorry. But I mean, let me know if it's good. And if you own it for multiple days, I'll log into your account and watch it. But
well, and what you were saying too about that whole like them changing Gable Stevenson's name, that's so stupid too. Like, why would you bring it in, hype in that like you've signed this guy and all that?
Yeah, you have
like
to
you didn't do that with Kurt Angle.
Yeah, you have to use
like you
name.
sold like we got Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle.
Well, you can't have Chad Gable and Gable Stevenson. Even though you have Cage.
That's a different company.
But
you're right. Vince would not allow that shit. But he would. I thought Gable was going to be Shorty G.
He's Chad Gable with Alpha Academy.
Change his name. Fuck it.
Yeah, that if you were going to do anything, because Gable Stevenson's is more accomplished than Chad Gable. No offense, but
I mean, they're both
just having. You're now just Chad.
Yeah.
Finn Balor hasn't been on.
He's going to be in a battle royal. And actually, one of the best matches of the weekend is going to happen on SmackDown. Humberto, Ricochet, and Garza. Yeah, that triple threat should be on Mania. That's going to be one of the best matches. I can't believe it's not.
So, and then now this is kind of dumb too, because now is this going to lead to them splitting up? Because they're actually a pretty decent team. You know what I mean?
Garza and
Humberto, because they're Los Lotharios.
And they're all faces, right?
No.
Of the Korea and
they're heels.
They're heels.
Okay.
Unless they're going to do maybe something like kind of like the way New Day did the old Freebird thing, but as the Intercontinental Champ.
Even better, like Lay Cool, where they split the belt.
Oh, yeah.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
They each got a piece of the belt. Oh, please don't.
So this week for wrestling is
25. If I estimate correctly, 25 hours of wrestling just in WWE?
We are recording on a Wednesday. So Raw already happened. NXT already happened. That's 5 hours.
Dynamite tonight.
We're just talking about WWE.
Oh, okay, just WWE.
So 5 hours
already.
NXT UK Thursday.
That's 2 hours, right?
All right, an hour, 2 hours.
Oh, is it
something like that? Yeah.
So 7 hours, give or take.
Okay.
Friday you have SmackDown.
That's
which is
2
hours.
So now we're at 11.
Level 5, up 7, 9 hours. Level up. I don't know what that is. Is that an hour?
Well, let's just say at least an hour.
So 10 hours.
I guess it's
NXT Stand and Deliver.
3. Probably. It's their pay-per-view.
It's a pay-per-view.
13,
3.
So we're at 13.
And then we have 2 nights of Mania.
Each night, 5
Hall
hours.
Of Fame, Hall of Fame, I assume probably 3.
So 16 hours. Hall of Fame or Mania, probably both 5 hours.
I'd say 5, yeah.
So about 25 hours.
Yeah.
WWE.
Give her 23 to 25 hours worth of WWE. And then, of course, you have to throw in Raw after Mania.
And then you have AEW Dynamite, Impact Wrestling. You have
Impact Wrestling Multiverse of Madness, which is kind of intriguing. Makes me wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah. So you have
Why would
Impact.
they use that name?
You have Impact on Thursday, and then you have Impact at the pay-per-view Friday. You have Rampage Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a packed.
Did you say ROH? Did you say
ROH,
Supercard?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be 3 or 4 hours.
Packed week of wrestling.
Yeah. They stole that from comic books. The multiverse.
Right, but why would they? Right, but that's what I'm saying. So if you know what Multiverse of Madness is and what it's all about, could they possibly? Are they going to do something cool like where people are multiple gimmicks?
TJ?
I was thinking that, or maybe somehow they have somebody that's going to be in the movie tied into it.
Oh, that would be cool too. But that's actually not what I was thinking. I was thinking.
I think it would be cooler. Your idea though, like
bring back, let's just say
Shark Boy,
right? No. Curry Man and Daniels, or like Jay Lethal wrestles, but he also comes out as Black Machismo.
I was just gonna say, whoever guys like Josh Alexander, if he wrestled as something different before he wrestled, like
TJ
previous gimmick, that would be really cool.
That's what I was thinking. Like these multiverse, I don't know. When I saw that they picked that name, I'm like, well, it's got to be something. Why did you pick that name? There's got to be some idea there. And there's so much tie over now between wrestling and comic books. Like wrestling, comic books, and video games all go together now.
Yeah. So the Hall of Fame is Friday. Obviously, the first inductee announced was Undertaker. Unfortunately, we're not getting a lone.
Yeah, we speculated that would be pretty cool.
Okay, let's get this out of the way. Sharmell.
How do you take this amazing card of wrestlers? Vader, Shad, Undertaker, the Steiners, and then Sharmell,
who didn't do shit. She was a dancing Nitro girl, and then was
the
queen that just said, "Oh, hail King Booker."
I don't get it. That is a new low. Tori Wilson was more involved, and Tori Wilson was my low.
Michelle McCool
before
it's Taker's wife, but think about the time that Michelle McCool and Layla. That was in between Trish and Lita and the women now.
Yeah.
So it was McCool, Beth Phoenix.
But Sharmell didn't even wrestle.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You can have
she wrestled maybe a handful of times.
I don't think she ever wrestled.
And her biggest match was mixed tag, her and Booker versus Boogeyman.
I'd rather have Jillian Hall, to be honest.
Yeah. At least they wrestled.
At least she wrestled.
Yeah, well, no, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "That's
got to be the new low."
So Shad,
and one of the biggest. I mean, this is probably the best class, ever.
Shad deserves it.
Yes, he's getting the Warrior Award
without a doubt.
Steiner brothers, long overdue. Even okay, so yes, I mark out for Steiner brothers. Fucking love them. No love lost. No hiding that history. We've talked about it. Fucking love the Steiners. They were one of my favorite teams as a kid. Had nothing to do with them being from Michigan. I was just a huge fan, and for them to go in, it's very long overdue, and that's who I'm actually looking forward to the most.
Well, and they're one of those rare teams. I mean, it's a little more commonplace now, but back in the day, off the top of my head, them and Legion of Doom are the only two that I know that like were WCW and WWE, and then
And
also
Japan.
that's what I was just gonna say in
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah, very much.
So yes, well deserving.
Vader is well overdue because I feel like
Vader is overdue.
I mean,
can't wait
but
to
at
hear
least,
him talk though.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say at least we'll get to hear his speech.
And that's what I was talking to John about the other day. I said it sucks though that some of these guys, like, I don't know what Vader might have did, but like you're putting him in now, like when he's gone, like he couldn't have his.
He asked before he passed away because he knew he was sick. He
to be
begged
put
them
in,
to be put in before he died.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do it.
Yeah, and that's so fucking shitty. Like, let me have my moment in front of my peers.
A lot of times they wait until it's too late.
It is.
And,
yeah, that sucks.
And as
Macho Man.
Last time I knew, the Steiners weren't on good terms with
Scott
was not. So that was the whole thing. They figured we'll get Rick and we'll see how Scott reacts. I can't wait to hear him talk. That's not a joke. I really can't wait to hear Scott Steiner with a live mic.
33. Are you gonna watch the Hall of Fame?
No, I'm not gonna watch.
He's probably gonna say that. I knew all along we had a 33 and a third chance.
I want to see Taker.
I do. I'll watch it after, so I can fast forward and pick and choose what I watch.
Obviously, since he retired, Taker has been more human. I want to say.
No, I get it. He's humanized. He's more relatable to all of the racists out there.
He tweeted out that he's still adjusting, and this whole thing is going to be different for him. But he already said that he's probably going to show emotions, and I'm sure Vince will as well.
How could you not? I mean, you were, even without being a champion, you were the man for many years.
The main thing I want to see is Vince actually open up, because we all know Vince, this is his creation.
Yep.
And it's been a huge success.
Bruce Pritchard's creation.
But Vince doesn't really open up a lot.
That's true. Yeah.
Obviously, the documentary about Taker came out, so we have that. But Vince, it kind of sticks to himself. So I think it'll be cool to see him open up about Undertaker, not just Undertaker, but Mark Calloway.
Yeah.
And Taker said that as well. He said, "You're not going to see Undertaker. You're going to see Mark Calloway up there talking about Undertaker."
Yeah.
And I hope Vince, like you have said many times before, when he is talking about inducting him and stuff, he makes a point to say, like, in the 90s when guys were leaving me, he stayed loyal to me.
Yeah.
I'm sure WCW probably called him and offered him, like, we'll back up 2 trucks of money to you, and he decided to stay.
Yeah. So that obviously Taker is the big name for the whole
Sean
thing,
also never left, just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
He left, but he didn't go somewhere. He
would just lose his smile.
Yeah, he would just
get beat up by Seaman.
So a fun week of wrestling. We're excited for this weekend, whether you enjoy everything or not. There's something to watch. That's the main thing.
Oh,
there is.
If you can't find anything to watch this weekend, man, you need to rethink wrestling.
Thank you to Triple H for his career.
Yeah.
Obviously a great career.
Maybe next year we'll be doing this, talking about his Hall of Fame speech.
13 time, I believe, or is it 14 now?
Don't care. Belts mean nothing.
So, on to some exciting news.
Local,
not that this wasn't.
Yes.
But
just announced. Well, fresh when we're recording.
So it's Wednesday, which means there's a new guest announced, or guests.
Yeah. Lots of guests
for Legends of Hamburg.
A huge announcement. Some people are going to travel for this one.
So they're doing a thing this year called Wrestlemania, which is breakfast and a Q&A with legends.
And these are legends. These are guys that. So when I first heard about it, I'm like, I don't really care. Like, whatever. Just hearing some old guys talk. No, this is a list of guys that I kind of want to hear talk.
Ask them questions. Them, So Wrestlemania starts at 9 a.m. July 23rd at the Hamburg Fieldhouse. And it's a Q&A with the legends that I'm about to list off that were officially announced. So for Wrestlemania, it will be Mario Mancini. I guess I'm saying that right?
Yeah, Joe seems to know him. I really don't. I assume Jobber in the 90s, 80s.
late, early 80s.
Okay. I don't say jobber as a down. By the yeah, when I say jobber, I just mean a guy who is an enhancement talent.
Brooklyn Brawler was a
jobber.
jobber.
Yeah, he made guys look good.
Danny Davis.
He was supposed to be there last year and couldn't make it, and I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Evil rep turned wrestler.
Yes.
Coco Beware.
Awesome.
Yes.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's again another pop for me. I like that.
And a guy that ushered in music and wrestling crossover.
Yeah, everybody, you always hear like, oh, Freebirds did it, and, but no, Coco Beware, I mean, he did it. He the whole damn album was named after him.
Paul Roma.
Pretty Paul Roma.
The
4 Horsemen, baby.
Justin is excited for that one.
I can't wait. I really can't.
And then the big one for me.
This is the main event, if you will.
For Wafflemania, Demolition.
Demolition, not Crush, obviously.
Yeah.
Also, there was wasn't there a 4th Demolition? There was a guy before Smash, right? Do you remember?
Yeah. When
when
they first started,
I don't know.
No, not that I know of, but he was one of the Moondogs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So it was Bill Eadie and somebody.
I think it was like Moondog Spot, and they were originally managed by Luscious Johnny Valley.
Oh, okay.
And then eventually they went to Fuji.
Yeah.
So Wafflemania, which is breakfast
Smash. Yeah, it's the one that everybody knows. It's Axe and Smash.
And that was Axe and Smash too. They were still known as Axe and Smash then too. It was just that. So what's his name?
I wonder if they have to stay in like demolition terms, because I would love to hear some King of the Road stories about that match with Blacktop Bullycock.
Oh,
and then with Bill Eadie, he was part of the Machines.
He was the Machines, yeah.
So Scott Wilder Promotions is bringing Wafflemania. So
yeah,
thank you.
I mean, damn, that's awesome. I can't wait to tell my friend Cliff about this. He's gonna love this. He's definitely gonna come. Who, by the way, he actually I work with him, and he said that he got some extra. He subscribes to Meltzer's sheet.
Oh, okay.
What's it called? Observer. So he's going to send some our way, and he said we can use them for the show if we want. So maybe we'll do a review of a Dave Meltzer sheet one week.
Oh,
yeah. Nice. I don't know what week he has. It'd be cool if he has the Scott Hall obituary one, but I doubt it.
And hopefully this Wafflemania thing goes well, and they'll do it again next year.
They
just added this.
I think this will be. This will go over. Well.
This is a new one for this year. It's breakfast. And you get to ask Legends questions.
Yeah,
I mean,
who wouldn't want to do that?
Of course,
you get to eat breakfast with some professional wrestling legends.
Yeah, exactly.
So that starts at 9 a.m. July 23rd at the Hamburg Fieldhouse, and 11 a.m. is the convention.
So you probably get
a whole day.
I don't know this, but you probably get an early access then.
So you can probably get a pass. They have, if you go to Legends of Hamburg, the Pro Wrestling Fan Fest on Facebook. They have links where you can buy tickets. I'm sure they have combo passes for every possible combination.
Yeah.
Including Wafflemania, Convention, Outbreak. So check them out for all the announcements that they're going to be making.
Yes.
Every Wednesday up until the convention.
Literally, they announce it right before we record. So we'll have the updates also on our show.
Yes.
Most likely every week.
And then obviously Demolition was confirmed for Legends of Hamburg.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Nice.
So just Demolition?
So far, yes.
Oh, okay. So if you want to talk, we don't know yet. So Coco Beware, Paul Roma, Mario Minucci, and
Danny
Davis. Your only chance might be to see them at Wafflemania.
Yeah.
They might be going off to do other things that night.
Yeah.
That day.
I mean, with Legends especially, you always want to jump on the chance to meet them because as dark as it sounds,
it's
you never know.
Multiple times to me where I say, "Fuck, I should have went to that."
Yeah, you never know. Things just happen.
Yeah,
So if you have the money and the time, you definitely want to check out this convention. It's going to be even bigger than it was last year.
Yeah.
And we're proud to be a part of it again. And obviously, Outbreak is going to put on a great show like they always do.
Yeah, the wrestling afterwards is always amazing.
So Outbreak April 30th is coming up, and that's the Autism Acceptance Show.
Which I'm glad they changed that.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot better than the awareness.
I saw Jared, not you, post that, and I thought that was really nice.
Yeah,
I like that.
So, Outbreak Honor Autism Acceptance, April 30th at the Hamburg Fieldhouse in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. I'll have a surprise raffle for everybody there. And obviously we'll post pictures and videos and we'll be there to sell stuff. And
the convention isn't until July, and we're announcing stuff now, so that's great. It gives you time to get your money together.
But think of how many Wednesdays
they're gonna hit that every week. Till then, we're gonna have so many names.
Yeah.
But I mean, just thinking about like just knowing like demolition and stuff like you've got.
If we already hit demolition, you hear about like how much what's left.
Yeah.
But how many times do you hear about stuff and it's like you got like maybe a month or so until it. Yeah. It's like, oh shit. You said, like, oh, I would have loved to have gone to that, but like
And so with conventions, we always say, oh, I wish they would post prices, and it's
for ours, we will have a price posted.
Yes.
We can't control anybody else's stuff.
So hopefully throughout these announcements, they'll also have links to.
I'm sure once we get closer, they will.
You can do pre-sales at most conventions for certain things. I know Bret Hart was at Icons and he had pre-sales. So just you got to pay attention to the posts and the links that they have. Again, when our guest is announced, we will have the link to pre-sales and everything like that with it. We will have prices. It's just this Legends of Hamburg is a big thing because they're legends. You know, you don't have much time to spend.
And it won't only be legends. There will be some modern day stars there as well.
And I thought like last year, with it being the very first time they did it, it seemed like everybody was having a great time and all that.
It's the Hamburg Fieldhouse. It's going to be hot.
It's always hot. Yeah, it's always hot.
But it was
most booths. I'll tell you what. Most booths have their own coolers with water. So if you get hot and you need a water, just stop by.
We'll have beer and water. Fuck it.
I might just have water.
But we'll have drinks. Take one.
I was sweating out the beer way too fast last year.
Yeah.
So it meant nothing.
But man, when we say we kept looking out the door and just saw wine, we are not kidding.
So we're saying that the Wrestlemania starts at 9 a.m.
Yes.
9:30, whatever you say.
9 a.m.
So I have to start drinking at like 8. That's insane.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm wondering too, like you were saying too, I wonder if some of them people that get tickets to Wrestlemania
if they get like an early access, because I don't know, but I mean, I would assume
you figure that's probably going to go at least an hour and a half.
Why
2
send
hours
them back outside to come back in? If they have tickets for everything, you would get early access, I would assume.
There were 1,000+ people there last year. I can only imagine this year. Oh man. So Facebook, Legends of Hamburg, the Pro Wrestling Fan Fest. Follow them for all the announcements coming up every Wednesday. Follow us on all social media, Facebook at We Like Wrestling Podcast, Instagram and Twitter at WLWPod1.
And we got a new page.
TikTok. What?
We have
a new page of what?
We Like Wrestling Figures. Then you just
added. Yes, We Like Wrestling Figures. Yeah.
So if you collect figures or if you want to sell some, We Like Wrestling Figures is a page on Facebook that we just created. Show off your collections, show off what you got. Maybe you'll get some interest in it.
Talk to us about possible trades,
We're trying to get a Macari page going.
And always reach out if you want us to cover any subjects.
We're trying to get an eBay page going. We have our store, which we have everything listed on. That'll be in the description. Just follow us, man. We'll whenever there's a guest announcement, we will share it as well. We will post it. YouTube, Spotify, Apple, we're on whatever you think of. We are always up for suggestions, like Justin mentioned.
Oh yeah. If you just want to hear me rant about stuff, go throw it in there. I'll talk about
it. Spark an argument.
Oh yeah. Well, I can make an argument for everything. That's what I do. I should have been a lawyer. I've been told that many times.
So this is a great week for wrestling. Enjoy something. There's something to watch.
Oh yeah, man. Enjoy.
And as always, we'll see you here next week.
Later.
See you.
Peace.
We sold something.